I got voice. I forgot to check that before I went live. So, I need a shave. Yeah. I need a shave. Anyway, alright, so I'm thinking about maybe trading this one again. Um, it really did kind of take off yesterday. I missed out. Uh, Yesterday, I was looking at it to go over this point right here. It took off way too quick. I was thinking about buying here. I was not expecting that move. So, you don't want to go FOMO, which is the fear of missing out, or FOMO, FOMO. So I decided to just let it go, like a Frozen song. Let it go, let it go. Nah, nobody's been watching me right now. So that got wasted. Anyway, so we're probably going to be coming back, taking a look at this. I kind of like the way that's kind of looking, but we'll go take a look at forward. It's barcoding. I'm not sure how I like this, but it's sitting right here at the absolute top. It's sitting at the absolute top. I feel very bullish on it. We'll switch to the day on this chart here. Oh, you guys can't see crap. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to GSUN. So, this stock here really did a good number after this point here, which is where I was thinking about buying in. I was thinking about buying in right here. Did not expect this, but I did not buy in. And then, yeah. Anyway, I'm thinking about buying in again today. I kind of want to see what happens. We can see that this is kind of acting like a support area. So I would like to see a drop going like it just did right in that area. So hopefully we get that, but we will see. Let's go to forward. So as I was saying, this is a barcoding. It's at the absolute top of the top, right at a really good top, but we can see there's a lot of resistance and not that much support. So I'm thinking it's going to go down, maybe as low as 12.7. I don't think it's going to get too much lower than here, but we might see a dip, and then it might climb back up and out. As we can see, GM has been kind of like following the same kind of trajectory. GM is doing fairly well. We're not going to stay too long on this one because I'm not in GM, but we can see it's kind of having the same type of deal. Go over to forward on the day. We can see the red, green, red, green. I think we're going to be hitting the 13 today, like I said in that message or on my page yesterday at close. I think hitting 13 today is very, very possible. And as you can see, I'm already up $10 today, 331. I'm not sure what that's going to do yet for my option. Where's the option? Oh, it's right there. So I'm not sure what it will do for my option yet, but you can see the option is at $52. Again, I really wish I bought more options, but um, still just kind of, I want to learn options and do it kind of slow. But it seems like it's a great multiplier to your account, which I already knew. You're leveraging a lot. It's a huge leveraging, which you can make absolute crazy money. That's kind of like where WBS is from. Oh, WBS is Wall Street Bets on Reddit. Um, I do kind of watch that off and on. Um, but yeah, anyway, you can make absolutely crazy money on there, but you could also lose it very, very quickly. Um, if we get past the little bit of resistance here, it looks like it could jump up into the mid 13s. As you can see here, that's where there's nothing from, the 12 9. So if it breaks 13 at the second, it will jump up to, 13 and a half. But that right there is a ton of shares. That's a lot of shares. So I highly doubt we're going to break through that level pre-market. Um, and I'm pretty sure going into open market, we're going to see that drop. We'll see that drop quite a bit. But pre-market, um, I don't think it's going to bust through this level. But if it does, I mean, it's at 12.25. That, wow. Wow. That's actually a really big drop. I don't think that would actually happen though. I think if it starts to go down, there are some buy orders in here that are not triggered. So they're on the books, but they're not triggered. So you can, like for instance, like do something, a trigger with a bracket. So you can set up some crazy things. So you could put in here, put a trigger, and then have it to where if it crosses that, it automatically purchases and puts the sell or buy and blah 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 blah. You can make a trigger doing a lot of different things. So, um, I don't think it would go straight from 1290 to the low 1224. If it did, there's not much stopping it going all the way down to 1064. If it goes down to 1064, I'm gonna get wiped out. Um, but you can see I got a stop loss set at 12. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna drop like that, but you know what? We'll move this up to right here. So now I'll be at a $200 profit. So I'll risk $133, $131. Um, but I mean, honestly, that will be a pretty significant drop. That would be dropping like way down there. So you can see right where that's at. So yeah, that would be a pretty huge drop. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the lowest it will drop is coming down to this point here. Um, I don't see it dropping like that. Um, Switch this back over to minute. Let's take a look at BBY. I've not heard this tablet go off. I got the volume up. So BBY, we did take a small trade right up in this area yesterday. I got in, got out at the exact same price. I was hoping that there was going to be like a little quick scalp that I can, grab. That didn't happen. But, if I bought it later in the day, let's say around this double bottom, that definitely could have been a profitable move. A little risky, but a little profitable. But had a good little upswing there. Talking about upswing, that actually reminded me. I had some sales on eBay awaiting shipment. So yeah, I sold a phone and a carburetor. Sweet. Um, I don't know why that is. Anyway, I'll bring this over here to show you kind of what I'm looking at. So I picked up some carburetors yesterday from a wholesale client that I got. So I already sold one. I still need to add that to my spreadsheet. I'll have to do that later. And then I sold a pink iPhone 7, $100. Not bad. 264, a SKU 264. That's I've had that one for a while. Way too long, actually. 165 days. Looks like I wasn't in it for that much money. So that's nice. Okay. Anyway, I'll be dealing with my eBay a little bit later on today. So good thing is I got money in the door already today. That's a good thing. Good thing. And Dr. Pepper, when are you going to sponsor me? I drink Dr. Pepper way too much. So looking over at Ford, we got a little bit more support than what we did a second ago. And some of it just disappeared. Okay, some of it's back. So we're going to start seeing some movement here. That could be a good thing. There's some large orders coming in, like 7,700. My nose is itchy. Not too many sell orders, thankfully, but we'll see what happens at open. We got 10 more minutes. I wish I could show you the stuff on the Mac easily. I'm actually working on that. I'm trying to do a thing where I could connect the two to show you both on one stream. But there's a little bit of process to that. But I think that'd be pretty cool to do. Um, and I'm really seriously thinking about switching more to Mac for the trading stuff, because the Mac just seems to be a little bit more stable, especially when it comes to using TOS. Anyway, um, I guess I'll go ahead and put in that number there. So we came up a tad. So we're up 1.35% on the month. That little scratch pad, I forgot to save it. I just closed it. So I kind of had to retype it out a little bit. But like I was saying yesterday, I might turn it into a spreadsheet. Excuse me. So I'm kind of looking over here at my watch screens. Fairly green today, it looks. We did dip below open yesterday, but did fairly well. I still need to go through this screen. I haven't yet. And I need to take the time to do that. Find like another Kaba that's working, right? Yeah, any stock that does that right there, I'm not interested in. So this is one I'm looking at. You can see it's right here. This stock's not doing anything. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the noise. JSPR. I mean, it will get a few pops. We'll leave this one for a little bit longer because it could get a really good pop, a really good run. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. This one is probably going to be gone. We'll leave it. We'll keep a very thin eye on it. IQ has been a good runner off and on. We'll just switch to today. It's been doing a little bit of a pullback. Yesterday, it didn't do all that much. That could be a good thing. It could go from 6 and run back up to 7. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'd want to see some continuing strength on. We're going to go ahead and lower that alert to there. That could be interesting if it can gather some steam. Break above here and here, it could have another really good run. MEGL, we've traded this one, but it's been, yeah, yesterday and the day before didn't really do much, but we'll leave it.
UPC.
Take a look at that one in a minute. BBY. Zom, I don't know if I have any trust in. It was having a little bit of a pop kind of going, but it kind of died. It's not even on a volume leader anymore. It was 2 days ago. It had major volume. So we'll go ahead and delete that one. We'll leave this one. If it could get a good pop again. It could be interesting. We're going to be watching this one. And this one might be a little too high. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe not. Could be. We'll need to take a look at that one on the big screen. So let's go over to the big screen. ENVX. Got the last 5 days. Oh man. I'd like to try to find like a high point and be like, oh, if it breaks above that, I'll buy, but it's sitting at the high point. So it could take a really bad tumble. Kind of like what you see over here. So let's take a look at BBBY again. This could be interesting. I don't know. Alright, well, we got 55 minutes till the bell. My volume here is turned off. And let's try to have a great day trading. I'm already up on the day. Looks like Ford did break above that level for a split second. climbing now, so cool. So I think we are definitely going to be on the way to break the
CVAC,
13.
BBBY, LiPo, BNGO, DMTK, HUT, BIOR, AVCT, BWEN,
Alright. That's not exactly the direction I was hoping Ford will go in today. Let's take a quick look at the option. Sitting at 52.50. I might actually sell that soon. I don't know if I want to carry that till market expiration. Guess we'll go here real quick. Everything is looking really good
HEPA,
there. I'm feeling pretty bullish. Ford is doing a little bit,
BIOR,
not anymore. We're about to break 13
AVCT,
on Ford. Cabo went down. With the SP 500
HEPA,
doing really good, GM is down. So, yeah, GM is red.
JAGX,
Hi.
BWEN, HKD,
Okay. I'm liking this.
BWEN,
Um,
AVCT, PRTY,
PRTY. That sounds like a
INM,
party.
BIOR,
So BBBY is going down. INM, it's not doing much. See, it's not doing a whole lot. If we were wanting or
HEPA,
would want,
BBBY,
BBY is going down.
HEPA, PRTY,
PRTY, it's down. Too cheap to HEPA. That's, I'm not going to be interested.
BWEN,
I don't think. We got a halt today. ABCT, so yeah, that is it. Ah, my nose is running. So yeah, it got halted.
STEM,
Went, it dropped a lot.
BBBY,
That's Bed Bath & Beyond again. It's crashing. so hard to borrow.
AVCT.
Could have been an interesting short. The AVCT is hitting the scanner.
Riot.
Alright. Hey, Ford. We broke 13.
TNXP. Paya.
I
Howl.
said yesterday. I was thinking that was going to happen.
APRE.
That jumped up my option quite high.
BBBY.
So BBBY might be
PRTY.
reversing.
HEPA.
This market's moving a lot.
Mara. KC. HEPA.
I'd like to get like a little cheat pad or something. My dang nose. But get like a little cheat pad so I can switch in between the screens without having to like try to look over and clicking a button and then going. If I just had like a little pad thing, it would be kind of nice. I'm not seeing anything offhand. That jumped way too high.
STEM. KC. HEPA. HEPA. PRTY.
So far today, even though we took 0 trades, we gained another fraction of a penny, or fraction of a cent.
BWEN.
A percent, not
IMVT.
cent. But that's just going to keep being a wait and watch thing. Ford
STEM.
took a slight down. Got a lot of support at the 1290 and right at the 97. So I think it's still going to be doing a good push up, because if it hits the 1290 down here, it's really going to hold as a strong support zone. So today I think it's definitely going to be a good green day for Ford. Especially since we are breaking the 13. And I sold and bought back in at the right time. Slightly off, but just before the huge dip, I sold up here. I got bought back in
IMVT.
right down in here. And now I'm back up here. I love to be right. God.
BBBY. Stem.
So we're just gonna let that run. And I got that over here on the Mac, so
AVYA. AMC.
I can keep an eye on it.
Open. Lipo. NVTA. EURN.
With everything kind of jumping, I can't show you this list very easily because the screen, actually, what I might be able to do,
KC.
gonna move that there
AMC.
for a
AMC.
second.
INM. INM.
Alright, so we're gonna go to I don't like that too
LTV.
much because
BIOR.
that can just be, that can be a very dangerous thing. So that's like some of the things I'm trying to watch out for. Kaba is taking a huge dump.
NOTV. NVTA. HBM. STEM.
Just
Mara.
doing a quick
HKD. NOTV. NOX. BNGO. CVNA. IMVT. BIOR.
Okay. I was just doing something over on the other screen there. I don't even have this super handy. I do now. I'll put it right there. Alright. Forward looks like it's going to be breaking. Or going above the 13 again.
Lace. BNGO.
It's
NVTA.
jumping 13. It's down to 1296 right now.
HKD. CVNA.
If it can break and stay above 13 or close to 13 today, that would be good.
Mara. QS.
This was a halt. That's going to be a no.
CVNA. Riot. Mara. KC. BBBY.
So this is actually a crypto.
GSUN. IMVT. BIOR. CVNA. BIOR. AMC. APRE.
See, it's holding, it's barcoding a little,
BBBY. BIOR.
but I think that's because people are really, buyers really want to push it over 13.
AVYA. A.
I think that earning call is going to be absolutely massive.
BWEN. BWEN.
Yeah, it's breaking above 13 now.
AMC.
And if that's a meme stock right there, AMC.
CVNA. BWEN.
Uh, 500, that gives us I'm trying to figure out if I want to play a breakout on it.
HEPA. Litho.
This is going to be the last piece I eat today. I love really good beef jerky,
IMVT.
and I go to Buc-ee's. They got really good beef jerky there.
Mara. Lipo. Lace. Riot.
I see over here on my Mac, I actually
IMVT.
have AMC.
CVNA.
On the watch screen.
Mara. Riot.
TOS on the Mac is tweaking. So I found sometimes on the Mac it might flash a little,
CVNA.
and all I have to do is log out and log back in,
IMVT.
and that only happens if I leave it turned on
CLOV.
or leave TOS on for days at a time. Because I generally don't ever take it off on the screen, I just leave it up. Because the big, I think it's a 30-inch screen, I leave the chart on there. So when I walk away from the computer, I'm still getting chart readouts. Or if I wake up, super early morning, I can just look over at the screen and get an idea of what's going on. Forward is at 1304. So trading at the high part of today for sure. Man, that's doing
BIOR.
some
Riot.
beautiful things. I mean, $51, $52, that's nothing to write home about. But as I feel more and more confident in what I'm doing, that's going to turn into me taking more and more risks.
Howl. IMVT.
I literally talked about it and started to cause a big old sell-off.
AVYA. BWEN.
I'm not seeing anything.
IMVT.
So somebody who I know, they're in CCL. They're in CCL right now. They got in a couple days ago. So they got in somewhere over in here. I kind of wish I did too. But they're probably pretty happy today. They're about to break a new high.
Open.
I'll be moving my stop loss up for sure. There's the new high. I'll probably be moving my stop loss.
GSUN. IMVT.
Maybe 9.4. You know, right in this area. Give it a little bit of room.
Mara.
Ford is sitting at the top of its thing too. BBY's down. I mean, all honesty, today might be a zero trade day.
BWEN.
I'm liking what Ford is doing for sure.
BBBY. PRTY. BWEN.
Later on today. Oh, wow. Where the hell did this wake up at?
IMVT.
I never even heard IQ. This did not hit the scanner. It's over here on my watch list. Up here in the corner. And I just noticed that this was getting quite low on the screen. Wow, wow, wow. I guess I would put Ford here just because I don't got anything else right there. So that way you guys can see it if I'm over here on the watch screen. As I eat this last. So, this beef jerky, you can see there's a freaking
CBNA.
hole in it. So you can
Lipo.
see my... So there's a hole. I guess I could stick something through it. So, this is where they hung it. This is hung beef jerky. And what's really nice about that is when you hang the beef jerky to dry, it's a higher quality beef jerky, in my opinion. So this was done on racks. beautiful pepper flakes on it. It's a classic style, Texas style,
AMC.
or maybe just southern. Black pepper beef jerky.
BBBY. BWEN.
I love a good beef jerky.
AMC.
You know, this stock here, if you bought over the highs,
BIOR.
since this first break over high,
A.
right there I would have just sold. So if I took this trade here, I would have been
BBBY.
in here, or maybe in right here, you know, the pullback and then the break up through, with the stop loss set down here,
BBBY.
and then as this moved up, probably would have moved my stop loss right down in this area. Would have just triggered, so from say 465, from 445, that would have been a 20-cent up from 445 to
STEM.
say 430, so that's 15. So this was a risk of 1 to 1. A risk of 1 to 1 is not fantastic.
OTRK.
We really need to have wins that are doing more than 1 to 1. That was kind of like an issue that I had before. I was always trying to find these where I could make just so much, but the downsides was about the same amount that I could make. So I was always breaking even, if not going under. So that's where I really need to work on getting to a 1 to 2 ratio. That's kind of like, oh, you didn't see that. Let's come over here again. So if I bought in right over here,
HEPA.
keyword is if, over the high right here, that would have been at 45 cents, give or take. If I had it set for 65, it would have broke right here. If you bought in over the high right here, so say it went up and then it pulled
CVA.
back, then it kind of rose up back through, broke the high right here. Even if you bought over the high here, I mean, you would have made a little bit, but you're also taking a huge amount of risk to try to, other than do anything but a squeeze slash scalp, which a squeeze or a scalp is, you know, you're trying to buy on this candle and you're selling on this candle, right? You're only going 1 or 2 candles. That's it. And scalping, you can make good money, but you also need a lot of money for that. More money than I got. I mean, not really, but kind of. That's what one guy on YouTube does. I'm not going to say names, but one guy on YouTube, he shows these really big wins, but what he's not telling people is he is spending like quarter of a mil per trade.
Heva.
With a leverage. So yeah, he has some really big profits, but he's also taking huge risks. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I know I said that was the last beef jerky, but I really kind of want to eat the other one now. Damn it! Between candles, beef jerky, and soda, I go through those a lot.
How.
See, this could have been a quick scalp if you bought on this candle here. You could have gone
JAGX.
from say 469, 470, and you'd probably be looking to put a stop loss at 73, moving it to 75,
How. AMC.
and you're just going to keep walking it up, probably every 5 cents. So if it breaks the 4.8, you probably move it up to 7.77, 7.8, whatever. So you're just trying to chase that immediate pop. And if I was trying to do that, I probably would have a couple thousand shares. So right here, you're probably moving it up to 4.7, maybe 4.8.
A.
You'd move it up to 4.8, 4.78. Move it to 4.80.
AMC.
Almost touched there. 4.80. Right there, you'd be working on selling out right now. And so you would have went from 4.7 to 4.8, 10 cents. That's a scalp.
GSUN.
So yeah, the thing with scalping, you don't try
A. AMC.
to get that big wins. You're just trying to scalp the very top.
STEM.
I'm not going to worry about trying to do that right now. That's another whole style of trading. I'm going to turn off my microphone real quick so I can move it. Alright, there. I want to get like a little lavalier mic or whatever, so I don't have to have this thing clipped to my chest. So that was a really big jump out of
AMC.
AMC. Again, if they didn't get sell out, say they just held it a little bit lower, than what I was saying, um, they definitely probably would have sold
Stem.
pretty high up. But that's going to be too top heavy. But this is definitely a meme stock. I'm pretty sure if you put this in Wall Street Bets, they're talking about it. So Ford hit a high of 1309. It's at 1305. So still feeling super confident. I guess we'll go over to Ford. I'm not really doing much. I might be ending this stream soon, to be honest, because it's just going to be a whole lot of sitting. But yeah, this is seemingly starting to form a support resistance area. Above 13, that's the ideal part. So, yeah, there's quite a few points right at the 13. No big surprise. Dropped below a couple pennies, was brought right back up. I'm pretty sure we're going to stay above 13 today. We've been getting a couple short candles. So I think we're going to be due for a big candle soon. That might be tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be today. I think there's a lot of people on the sidelines watching. But we can see a rising volume. A little bit. I mean, for Ford, that's still somewhat low. But I think given the there could be a lot of people just waiting and watching. GE, I kind of wish I'd gotten on soon, but that's a very expensive stock. But GE is doing pretty good. UPST. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go and work on some other things. Well, yeah, I got a few things I can work on. I'm trying to get a really good win this month, so I'm trying to be careful in any trades that I do. I'm up. So it's like I'm trying not to go FOMO. I'm up to 1.51 now, which is higher than it was a second ago. So today it's just going to be a grind. No huge wins today, but we definitely got a little bit of a win going long.
BWEN.
And I made a little bit of money on eBay. So that's going to be that. I might only trade for maybe another hour or so, but working on other stuff. And then this afternoon, I'm probably going to go out and try to make 100, 200 or whatever. Try to end today making 400 or 500. I think that's going to be the plan. Try to make 400 or 500 today. 500 might be a stretch. I got almost 100 here. Yeah, 60. I made a little bit on eBay. And yeah, so just gonna go out and grind it. Have a good day.